she's very good at critiquing that stuff. And one of my videos that are more popular are facts videos, so I thought that my take on Euphoria, or a Euphoria themed video, could be things that you may not know, or facts about Euphoria. So this talks about, I skimmed through it a bit, it talks about the storyline, it talks about the actors, and I thought that it could be interesting. So I have my iPad, I'm using my iPad today, I resurrected this thing, and I have 40 things that you may not know about Euphoria. So I thought it could be fun. I am back with another phone video. A lot of you guys actually liked the quality, and I kind of do too. And honestly, can I just tell you how much easier it is to make videos on my iPhone? I can film it, go to work, and upload it at work, and I can even edit on my phone if need be with iMovie. Like, why am I just realizing this? So again, not for every video, but when it's convenient, it's convenient. So I'm glad you guys like it as much as I do. Okie dokie, let's get started. So number 1 says Hunter Schafer was a complete newbie to acting before the show. Not like you'd ever know, her amazing portrayal of Jules has us shook. And in parentheses it says, and also jealous of her outfits, but that's besides the point. Every video. True story. Hunter was a model in New York City, had never acted before, and found out about the audition through Instagram. I should also probably say now there might, I'm not 100% sure, be spoilers in here. So if you're making your way through the series, then just proceed with caution. And if you don't watch the show, I'm sorry, but hopefully you enjoy the whispers. Okay. 2. Zendaya was the only choice to play Rue. Show creator Sam Levinson literally mapped out his goals for the project with a big picture of the actress front and center. Sam told me that I was on his vision board for Rue, which I thought was crazy. I was like, I don't believe you. What in my career have I done to prove that I can do this? And that's what Zendaya said in an interview. And yeah, honestly, when I heard like her character, like before I started watching it, her character is a drug addict and all this, I was like, Zendaya, really? The girl from Shake It Up on Disney Channel. But my respect for her has gone through the roof. She's amazing in the show. Okay, next one. Jacob Elordi was practically homeless before being cast. As Nate Jacobs, Jacob plays the hot guy villain we all love to hate. His role also sparked a world of memes I'm not sure he'll ever escape from. So there's that. But before the show, life was very different. He said I auditioned. This was at a point where the movies that I'd made hadn't come out yet, so I guess like Kissing Booth and those movies. I had no money. I didn't have anything. I was practically homeless in LA, and I went to the casting and I forgot my lines. I did hear that. He went to audition for Euphoria and forgot all his lines, but he still made a good enough impression that they invited him back and casted him anyway. So 4. One of the most emotional scenes in season 1 was improvised. And this is the picture, so it's where she has that moment with her mom, that like physical altercation. So it says Zendaya's the youngest woman. Wow, Zendaya's the youngest woman to win an Emmy for Best Actress in a drama series for a reason. Remember that intense fight scene where Rue holds a piece of glass up to her mother? The entire thing was made up on the spot. It was so emotionally difficult for Zendaya that she felt physically sick. Oh my boy. Everyone's like favorite character is this dude. City straight. Why has no Hollywood casting producer ever walked up to me on a random street and made me a star? Angus Cloud can't relate. He said I was confused and I didn't want to give her my phone number. I thought it was a scam. If you watch interviews, like, he is literally his character. Like, he gets paid to play himself. It's so funny. He speaks like Fez. He just, like, everything about him is Fez. It's so funny. But he's great in the show, right? You would never know. The next one, Drake is an executive producer, and a good one. Maybe I'm just super out of the loop here, but Drake is an executive producer, and apparently he's super committed. He doesn't really have to pay attention in the table read, and he did. I was kind of like looking at him to see if he was actually paying attention and turning his pages, and you can tell he was feeling all the emotion. I was like, okay, Drake. That was said by Storm Reed. I don't exactly know who that is. Oh, yes, the director. I'm assuming that would be him. I don't know. 7. Yes, that rotating room was really spinning. Writer and executive producer Sam Levinson mapped out a special set that involved a breakaway bathroom, spinning walls, and background actors literally strapped to the ground. Is there like a lot of drama surrounding Sam Levinson right now? I've heard rumors of that and I don't actually know what's going on, so someone tell me. Also, I have fuzz in my hair. Sorry about that. Okay. Tom Holland visits the set a lot. I like that I can show you pictures like this. This is cool. Like the adorable boyfriend he is, Mr. Spider-Man visited the set at least 30 times during the filming of season 2 and vows to make a cameo one day, even if it means lurking in the background of a scene. Yeah, I heard that. I heard he hung out on set a lot, and Zendaya was really happy to have him there and stuff. It's adorable. Sydney Sweeney thought filming that famous bathroom scene was terrifying. This is in season 2. So it says, I'm sorry, is this Euphoria or Scream? Because I don't know about you, but my heart literally dropped into my stomach watching this scene. Alexa Demie's performance was so realistic, it even scared her co-star. Alexa plays Maddie. Alexa was on the other side of the door banging the entire time, and I was just like, oh my god, if I was actually in this situation, I would be freaking out. That was a quote from Sydney Sweeney. The makeup looks have secret meanings. If I wasn't going to work right now and I was good at makeup, then I would have done a Euphoria look for this video. However, so the makeup looks have secret meanings. The show's makeup designer, 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪, revealed to Allure that the makeup in each scene is carefully chosen to show the emotions of the characters. Maddie's gems and wings represent confidence and fierceness, while Rue's tear-shaped gems symbolize sadness. Yes, that makes sense now that I think about it. Season 2 was shot on a type of film that is no longer being made. I think this is so cool. Euphoria, the show that's bringing back 90s clothes, makeup, and technology. To make the show feel more dreamlike, season 2 was shot on Kodak's 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. I think that's how you pronounce it. The only problem, that type of film stopped being manufactured a while ago. We convinced Kodak to manufacture a couple thousand rolls for us, and that was a quote from the cinematographer. Maya's coming. She's stretching, but she's coming. Next, Jacob Elordi feels really guilty after filming certain scenes with Alexa Demie. I guess she's not coming. Nate might not have a conscience or literally any sense of morals at all, but the actor who plays him does. He said it was extremely difficult to hurt Alexa with words. It's difficult to hurt each other when you care so much about each other. The next one, a spa was used to film the season 2 party scene. While filming the season 2 premiere, the crew killed all the lights and flashed a huge spotlight on the actors. It's almost as if you're going back and looking at photos. The cast even looks hot in fluorescent lighting. Whoever wrote this article, it's dead cheesy, but it's cool. Next, it took an entire week of all-nighters to shoot that party scene. We shot the New Year's Eve party scene all night, so we would start at 6 p.m. and go until whenever the sun would rise, around 5 a.m., and we were so tired. It's rough. Getting cast was a spiritual experience for 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce her last name, but Alexa had not one, not two, but 3 crazy things happen before landing the role of Maddie. 1, she saw Jacob walking down the street and instantly knew he would be Nate. 2, she later went to a sandwich shop that had a cheese called Euphoria. And 3, she had a dream about being friends with Zendaya before ever meeting her. Okay, interesting. Sorry, my nail just tapped the microphone, I'm sorry. Sydney Sweeney created a diary for Cassie. For every character she plays, Sydney Sweeney fills out a journal from the day she's born until the first page of the script to get into character. If you ever wonder what Cassie's diary looks like, it's dramatic, artsy, and filled with moody song lyrics and black and white photos. That's dedication, if you ask me. The show has one incredibly famous fan. Can you see who that is? Legends supporting legends. You love to see it. In 2019, Leonardo DiCaprio gave season 1 his stamp of approval. He said, "I just saw Euphoria, which is amazing. That show's amazing." Cool. The carnival scene was a, quote, nightmare that took 6 days to shoot. It was so dusty and cold that Zendaya needed an inhaler. Oh, and add in the fact that all the rides and camera equipment were packed into just 125,000 square feet. So it was pretty cramped. 19. There were no doubles in the Fesco and Nate fight. We love an actor who does his own stunts. When Fesco smashed a bottle over Nate's head in season 2, fake bottles made of sugar were used. They didn't taste like sugar, Angus Cloud joked. They didn't really feel like sugar either, Jacob added. There's a video on Instagram, I think, of them practicing it with another bottle, because I've seen it. They were like behind the scenes and he smacks them over the head with the bottle. Next, Jacob felt a phantom pain from his post-fight scenes. 1 face cast and 5 hours of prosthetics later, Jacob made his debut as an injured Nate. His look also came with pretty gnarly looking eye contacts and realistic skin that the nurse could put real stitches through. I could have chosen a much nastier image, so you're welcome. That's the image that they chose. Him with his head bandage on. Zendaya has a really convincing stunt double. That's what she looks like. She's really pretty. Meet Britta Grant, you see on the show, but Sydney Sweeney did take lessons to look more convincing during the skating parts she's shown in. I'm a very athletic person, but I couldn't do that to save my life, she said. 𝓲's signature hoodie was auctioned for $8,000. The studio behind Euphoria launched a 24 auctions in 2020 to help raise money for NYC workers and families impacted by COVID-19. That's cool. 𝓲's hoodie was just $8,000 out of a total $362,375 raised. The show surprised YouTuber 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 with a cameo. I may or may not have gasped when I saw 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 appear on my screen in season 2. However, nobody was more shocked by the scene, which showed Kat watching the videos in bed. There. No one was more shocked than the beauty influencer herself. Her manager secretly arranged the entire thing with producers as a fun surprise, since she's such a huge fan of the show. Imagine watching and all of a sudden your face pops up. That's crazy. Drama reportedly went down behind the scenes of season 2. Barbie Ferreira, who plays Kat, was noticeably missing from the cast during the season 2 premiere, and fans were quick to point out that her character had way less screen time than in season 1. As if that wasn't sus enough, the Daily Beast confirmed she walked off set at least twice during filming, reporting a bit of tension with show creator Sam Levinson. So maybe that's some of the drama that I was talking about before. I don't know. But she wasn't allegedly the only unhappy cast member. Others have spoken out about the grueling workdays, which could sometimes last between 15 and 17 hours. We shot the New Year's Eve party for over a week, so very quickly it's like being in hell, said Jacob. It's like being in a party that you don't want to be in at all, and you can't wait to leave. Yeah. But I guess like when you sign up for like a show or a project like that, like are you allowed to complain about work hours? I obviously am not an actor, so I don't know. Angus Cloud hides his birthday for an iconic reason. While fans probably have literal pages of theories about when Angus Cloud's birthday is, he's never actually publicly confirmed it. Why? He doesn't want people to judge him based on his zodiac sign. Interesting. Maud Apatow, I never know how to pronounce her name, was always meant to be Lexie. That's this girl right there. In fact, show creator Sam Levinson wrote the role with her specifically in mind. He previously had worked with her on Assassination, another project. Minka Kelly pushed back on a nude scene. I have always loved her. She played Samantha. Ever since her Friday Night Lights days, like even as a young girl, I was always mesmerized by how beautiful she is, and she still looks the same. It's crazy. Turns out the scene between Samantha and Maddie was originally way steamier. Levinson thought it would be more interesting if my dress fell to the ground. That was my first day as a guest on this new show, and I just didn't feel comfortable standing there naked. It's funny because that scene definitely like has like sexual tension in it, but nothing ever happens. But I remember, why does this look so bright? I remember watching it and being like, why is there so much tension? Like, what's gonna happen? But nothing ever did. So. Okay, 31. Sydney Sweeney did the same thing. While Cassie is no stranger to bearing it all, Sydney Sweeney speaks up when she doesn't think timing is right. There are moments when Cassie was supposed to be shirtless, and I would tell Sam, I don't really think that's necessary here. I've never felt like Sam has pushed it on me or was trying to get a nude scene into an HBO show. When I didn't want to do it, he didn't make me. That's good. Fez was almost killed off in the first season. Could you imagine Euphoria without Fez? While that could still very much happen, spoiler alert, in the near future, he was actually supposed to die in season 1. I don't know, but apparently because they cast me off the street, I guess the character of Fez was never meant to stick around. That's what he said in an interview. That's so sad. But I feel like I would love for them to like just keep him on the show, because I really think he's become like a crowd favorite. So I hope they, keep him. The show's creator based some of the plot on his real life. Sam Levinson struggled with drug addiction for many years before getting sober. He said, "I was trying to capture the heightened sense of emotion when you're young and how relationships feel. The world feels like it's just constantly bearing down on you." He also doesn't smile in any pictures. He should smile. Euphoria is actually a remake. When you're done binging all of Euphoria, why not watch Euphoria? The show is an American remake of an Israeli series of the same name. Interesting. Wow, the sunlight makes this look so much better. If the Howard family looks a bit too young, there's a reason for that. That's a nice picture of the two of them there. If you've ever watched Cassie, Lexie, and their father and wondered why they all weirdly look around the same age, get ready to have your mind blown. Sydney Sweeney is just 2 months older than Maud, and Nick Blood is just 15 years older than both of them. I don't remember who the dad is or what he looks like. But Barbie auditioned 7 times. Again, that's that. You know what they say, 7th time's the charm. The actress finally found out she booked the role while in therapy, in the middle of talking about how "I have been waiting a month and I can't sleep." That's gotta be a great feeling for her. Okay, Zendaya and Storm Reid are actually really close. She plays Zendaya's sister in the show. I would hope Zendaya and Storm's relationship is better than Rue and Gia's. She's become like my big sister. I'm able to reach out to her if I need anything, whether it's talking about growing up in Hollywood or just things that normal teenagers are going through. If I ever need advice, she's always there. Eric Dane once crashed a car on set. Plays Nate's dad. Eric Dane's co-stars call him one of the funniest cast members during an interview with IMDb, recalling the time he had quite the accident while shooting. "I did," he said. "I drove a car into a fence, but that's only because it was either that or the camera. It was a tight driveway." Yeah, seeing him in that role was wild. His character is a lot. Jacob pranks his co-stars in the strangest way. With a plot that's so serious, someone's gotta keep it light on set. Jacob revealed to Jimmy Fallon that he snaps selfies on his co-stars' phones anytime they walk away, but he won't actually hold the camera up, making for a lot of chin pics. "I don't move it because I don't want to be invasive, so I do the slide up." So basically he means if someone's phone is on a table, he'll just hit the camera button and just go boop. Kind of like that. That's funny. Okay, and this is the very last fact. 40. Yes, Euphoria can be a comfort show. Kind of. We all know that post-Euphoria hangover. After the credits roll, it's actually very normal to feel shocked, stressed, even sad. Then why does everyone love watching the drama unfold? It may be soothing to see beloved characters placed in a heightened, uncomfortable situation, as viewers can subconsciously internalize that level of resiliency and strength they're reviewing on screen. That was a really complicated way of wording it, but sure. And that's it, guys. Those are all of the facts on this list. So I hope that you learned a little something. I did. And I know it's gonna be a while until we see a season 3, which is really sad, because what was it, like 2 years in between